Hello there. This is your friend Robato, and we're gonna talk about Miss Universe now. It's been a while since I had my last talk on Miss Universe, and I'm sure you're as eager as me na mapanood na ang Miss Universe pageant. I really just can't wait. It's 6 months to go. Matagal-tagal pa yon. And what makes the Filipinos, more thrilled to witness this year's Miss Universe is that the hope and the aspiration for a back-to-back victory is fiercer now, burning, raging to the highest level. Unlike in 2016, that majority of Filipinos were not really that expecting about a back-to-back win for the Philippines, this year, that dream is becoming more realistic. In short, we have higher hopes for Guzini to bring home the crown right after Catriona Gray. And it's not, beyond possibility, because Guzini Ganados has been showing, good impression, not only sa mga Pinoy vloggers like me, kundi sa buong daigdig. Her face is her best weapon, plus that innate charm na talaga namang you would really feel the intensity. And I would be reiterating this. Guzini is fierce yet sweet, determined and intimidating, yet vulnerable looking. And her face is really, yung hindi nakakasawa. When we consider the candidates that we have sent to Miss Universe for the past 10 years, since 2010, I think Guzini would be included in the top 3 prettiest faces in general. I would like you to guess who are my other 2. So you can have something to do while I'm talking. Now, Miss USA is another story. USA's last win was in 2012. That's 9 years ago. And that gives me a little scare. Because, if the judges for this year would be those pageant aficionados, you would expect them to always monitor the candidates, go back to previous competitions, know the statistics, the past winners, the gaps, in a country's winning. Like, for example, in Miss USA's case, who was the last Miss USA who won Miss Universe? Why it took so long? If there will be 3 or 5 candidates who are, on equal footing, yung halos tabla-tabla lang, then I would just put Miss USA. Oh, sobra na naman. Parang ang tagal na. Mag-Miss USA man tayo this year. Parang ganun. If, and only if, the judges are basically pageant fans. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, because we do that. We always search and research. We always browse through images of Miss Universe history and come up with our own assessments and guesses. And from there, dun tayo huhugot ng ating pwedeng ihampas sa mga kalaban. Diba? Miss Universe Arena is not only, does not only have battles among candidates. Mas stronger yung battles among supporters. And we all know that. Aside from that, na ang tagal nang hindi nanalo ng USA, it can never be denied that Miss USA for this year is stronger than recent Miss USA winners. Like, for example, 5 years. Yeah. Within that 5-year duration, we have had 3 blacks, 3 women of color. The current, Chelsea Christ, and 2016 and 2017. I find Miss USA not only glamorous, but facially gifted. I like her face. I like her color. And I like the hair. Well, I'm not really a fan of Afro hair. As bulky as what we expect from African American women. And it's a personal preference. There's no hate, there is no discomfort, there is no discrimination or racism whatsoever. It's just a personal preference. Just like, well, I like curly hair than plain straight. As simple as that. But Chelsea's hair is something that I find cute and I find na yung tipong bagay sa kanya. Yung hindi siya nakaka-annoy. Yung talagang tipong wasi-wasan kung saan-saan. It looks soft and fragrant and just lovable. So kawaii in Japanese lingo. And when she braided that, when she coiffed that hair, like here, you saw a Miss Universe. I said that last year for Catriona Gray when she was waving at the Araneta Center before the parade. It was a wave, a smile, a projection of a Miss Universe. But this time, when I say that that peg was a Miss Universe peg, it doesn't mean that I don't see that in our very own Gazini. Like here, it's very Miss Universe. Or let me change that. To be fair, I saw a Miss Universe. Let's watch the current photos of Miss USA and Miss Philippines on social media, particularly on Instagram. And let's see what we can do. Or let's see what we can say. I mean, let's hear what I can say. Am I right? Let's go. Okay. So remember last time when I said, or when I chose Miss USA and Miss Philippines as the last two standing women for Miss Universe 2019 or 2018? It was not really a flop. It was not really a fail or a great fail on my part, because I said that even before Miss USA or all the candidates went to Thailand. What I mean is that there would be a huge difference from this moment, seeing your favorites, to that moment that they're already mingling with other candidates. You're seeing them side by side with other candidates. Miss USA was glamorous and chic, elegant, gorgeous girl. But from the very start that she arrived in Thailand, the impression was changed. Everything turned upside down from the moment, or from those statements coming from those who have seen her for the very first time. I'm sorry. And all they could say was that, is that Miss USA? Oh my God, she's different in person. Or I was surprised. Or I was frustrated with Miss USA. Sort of that. And then you would search for those moments, for those images, and you would agree with them. And those went on and on and on. Habang nanonood na tayo ng kanilang mga activities, gradually, she began to shrink in our, list of winners, in our standard of strong candidates. So, what I mean is that I was right when I picked her together with Miss Philippines as the two women standing, or the two last women standing. But if I had made that statement during that time when she was already in Thailand and being photographed with other girls, then I would not have put her in my last two standing. I would most probably pick my ultimate second placer, Miss South Africa or Miss Canada. I was never wrong with Catriona Gray from the very beginning. Right after winning, or even before winning, Binibining Pilipinas, I was already confident. Although there's a little fear that she might be masulot pa in Pinoy lingo, I was very confident that she would bring home the crown. This year, I have high hopes for Gazini Ganados. One thing that makes me, confident with Gazini's win is that medyo malayo yung personality ni Catriona and ni Gazini. So walang halos pagkakapareho. In skin tone, in talking, in communication skills, in styling, I think so, and more. Number two, Gazini's best asset is not in the physical, but her being, the candidness, the casualness, there is sort of this X factor that just can't explain. That the moment she makes some mistakes on stage, whether it's in passerella or there's some wardrobe malfunction, or maybe in the way she answers questions, na dun magsisimula yung na dun siyang hugot nung extra power to capture the judges. So the more cute mistakes, the more chances of winning. I don't know. But if she will be included in the last two standing, and she will be up against Miss Brazil, for example, or Miss Colombia, it's beauty and beauty, then she's got a better chance there. I'm not saying that Miss Brazil in particular is an easy prey or an easy to beat contender to the throne. It's just that sa pukpukang ganda sa ganda is mas malaking laban niya. But if she pits against Miss USA, I don't know. Maraming lamang ang Miss Philippines sa Miss USA. Hindi ko pwede sabihin mas maganda si Miss USA kaysa Miss Philippines. Dahil sa personal kong paniniwala is mas kaakit-akit ang pambato ng Pilipinas. Mas, better passerella, better styling, and a better dresser. Well, because of, the vital statistics, the physical, the figure. I think Miss Philippines is a better figure, and that's an edge when it comes to styling and dressing, good dressing, in fashion. But aside from the fact that we haven't had a Miss USA winner for Miss Universe, that's what I told earlier. Miss USA has a no-holds-barred ability in interviews. When she opens her mouth, well, that would be a killer, because we would not expect her to talk with sense. We would expect her to talk with great quotations, equality, life's essence, and so on and so forth, that she maybe is using in her litigation, experiences, or what is the better term for that? Yeah, in her law practice. She could just play with words and connect everything to come up with a bright idea or a bright answer that would definitely impress everyone. Okay, so I think I have shared enough for you about Miss USA and Miss Philippines, particularly if they are, or if they will be, the last two standing. And at this point, I can say that it might not be a perfect match to be the last two standing at Miss Universe stage. or it is not yet the right time to pronounce that these two would be the two last women standing, because there's still a lot of candidates, or there's still a lot of local competitions to be held. It's not yet even half of the expected candidates from Miss Universe who are already crowned at this point. But I think it is a great possibility. In short, Miss USA can win. She's strong. She's better than the 2 or 3 last Miss USA candidates. And lately, Miss Universe is being known as a platform for candidates to present themselves in a no-care hair mode. Look at Miss Colombia. It was just flowing down or hanging down. Miss Jamaica and more. So if she just goes there, shows her wares on the Miss Universe stage with that thick Wakeb's hair, then it wouldn't be her problem. It would be a problem of everyone. Especially if you'll be standing side by side with her. So make sure that you will be seen by the jury. So I just hope that Gosini wouldn't be standing next to her in any way. Except, of course, if they are the last two standing. For the Philippines, whatever happens, we have a great candidate for Miss Universe this year. As what I've said earlier, our hope to achieve a back-to-back win is more realistic this year. Marami pong salamat sa inyong lahat. This is friend Robato. Arigatou gozaimasu, and from Japan with love. Thank you. Maraming salamat po.